Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are here. We are out here, baby, in the harder nature. Happy. Have you found ultimate happiness? No? 10 things you should give up to be happy. Let's just... Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So I get thousands of messages every single day. And a lot of them are like, Ralph, I want to be more happy. Is that you? Did you write that to me? Goodness gracious. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Things I've given up that has made me more happy. Now, happiness is something which is ephemeral, meaning it's temporary. Nobody is going to be happy 24/7. We've got to experience a whole range of emotions. Sometimes you're going to be like this. I'm so sad, Ralph. Sometimes you're going to be elated, full of joy. But ultimately, for me, happiness is where you can find that beautiful equilibrium. And I've seen along my journey, just a simple thank you every single day will make your day so much better and you will become happier. Studies have shown from Harvard, Stanford, that the happiest people in the world are the most grateful. So I just want to take this time to say thank you to the cat down the road. What's the first thing you should give up to be happy? This is what's helped me along my journey. I realized I had to give up the I always have to be right kind of attitude. Ever been in a conversation with someone which turns to a heated debate, an argument, and you're like, I've got to have the last word. I am right, they are wrong. You see, if you always have the I am right attitude, by the way, I'm left-handed, so I'm never right. You will never be happy because there are so many ways to live life. There are so many different perspectives, and we've always got to take that into consideration. Slow motion this side. I realize, look, there are 7 billion people on the planet. That means there are 7 billion different ways to see this thing called life. Everyone can teach you something. And that's what's helped me along my journey. I'm not right all the time. I don't have to be right. You don't have to be right. You've got to learn how to respect and appreciate other people's views, see where they're coming from. And that will make you so much happier when you're like, okay, I don't have to be always right. My way is not the only way. There are many ways to get your butt into nature. You can take that trail, or even take a parachute, okay? What's the second thing you should give up to be happy? What's helped me along my journey is control. Are you a control freak? I've realized that whenever you try to control something or someone, that will leave you miserable. Because I've got news for you. You can't control anything outside of you. I can't control you. Look, you're eating something right now. Stop eating. You're still eating, right? Sometimes, along so many of our journeys, we think that we can control how other people perceive us. We think we can control how other people respond to us. We think we can control how other people treat us. And I've seen along my journey, that's never going to happen. So what can I control, Ralph? How you see yourself. That's what you can control, your perception of yourself. But you have no control how people respond to you. Because when they are responding to you, it's going through a massive filter. Their likes, their dislikes, their childhood experiences, their day-to-day experiences. It's got nothing to do with you. So I realized, okay, it's not about forcing things. It's about letting everything flow in a natural way. Slow motion this side. And that has made me so much happier. So much more happier. What's the third thing you should give up to be happy? What's helped me along my journey is this: blaming. Blaming and complaining. That rhymes, right? Blaming and complaining. Go for 24 hours without complaining and then see how much more happier you would be. I tried this out and I realized, okay, if I'm not complaining, that means I've got to do something else. You see, that's why you will become more happier. So many times we find ourselves in a situation where complaining, right? Complaining seems to be the only solution. Like, it's bad, Ralph, so I'm going to complain. I'm going to let it out, and that's so healthy. You got to complain up until a certain point, because if you keep complaining, what's next is blaming, right? Because when you're complaining, it's like never your fault sometimes. It's like, now I got to blame someone for where I find myself, for the lack of action I've taken in my life. I didn't plant those seeds. That's why I'm not reaping the benefits right now, right? So you got to start taking responsibility. And that's really what helped me along my journey. I planted those seeds, and that's why I am. That's why I am reaping the benefits. But for a long time, I was blaming other people for where I found myself. Oh, it's people holding me back. It's that person. The system is against me. I didn't want to take no responsibility because I felt that I had no power whatsoever. And I realized, actually, I am creating my reality. Nothing is definite. And at any given moment in time, we can turn this whole thing around. And it comes when you stop blaming. Like, pointing fingers only makes yourself seem like a saint, and you are totally not a saint, right? So I had to man up. I had to cat down the road up, right? And realize, okay, I get it. There are a lot of things I need to change about myself. And I wrote down, I just want to become a better person, mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? And that actually helped me to become happier, because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to complain anymore so much, and I'm not going to blame other people. I'm going to start taking responsibility and say, okay, it's on me. Actually, it's on you as well. Okay, that's another story. What's the fourth thing you should give up to be happy? Now, Voltaire said, I'm happy because it is good for my health. Like, I'm always smiling in these thumbnails, right? Like, yeah, right? Because it's good for my health. I've seen it. I'm waking up bursting full of energy every single day. I'm in equilibrium because I realize, look, happiness is actually good for your health. I've had times along my early journey where I was screwing my face like, I'm so annoyed right now. And that will affect your health, right? A lot of guys, you don't have to be Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. Macho Guy. I'm just myself. I'm smiling. And that's why I am inspiring millions of people. Bring more positive energy into your life. And I realized I had to give up externalizing my happiness. You see, happiness begins with you, not a job, not your partner, not going on holiday, not being on the beach. Well, maybe being on the beach, right? Not how much money you have in your bank account, not where you live. Happiness begins with you. And I realize, okay, be happy for no reason. Stop attaching happiness to something external, outside of yourself, whether that's people or a material object. Happiness has to come from within, right? So that's really what's helped me along my journey. I'm not externalizing my happiness anymore. I'm finding what I call the pearls within. Slow motion this side. What's the fifth thing you should give up to be happy? Now, this is what's helped me along my journey. Body comparisons. Like, I work out, I skate, I go for long walks. I love to keep my body in a good shape. But I've realized, you see, there is an epidemic on the planet where so many people feel inadequate with their bodies. How do I know? Because I get thousands of messages every single day. Ralph, I don't feel my body is good enough. It doesn't look like that woman in that magazine. Ladies, I know what it's like. We're living in a new age where sometimes you're comparing your body to another woman's body. Fellas, I know what it's like. You're going to the gym and you feel inadequate. You're working out and someone always seems to get a six-pack before you. 7-day vegan challenge. I've realized this, that so long as you are eating right, that's all that matters. You were born to have a natural body shape. So when I'm eating right, I'm not concerned with, okay, is my body in shape? I know it's in shape because I'm eating a beautiful plant-based diet, right? I'm eating the right food. So the moment I stopped comparing my body to someone else's body, I felt happier. It's like a whole weight is lifted off your shoulders. You see, so many times in life, we compare our bodies to other people's. And I know what it's like. You got social media apps everywhere. And it's like, oh my gosh, who does she think she is? Who does he think he is? You got to realize Photoshop, hello, okay? They probably don't even look like that. But it's about eating the right foods, okay? That has made me happier to say, okay, I'm going to invest in a beautiful cacao smoothie. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't have the money for this. Stop being stingy when it comes to eating the best foods. Now, I get it. 7-day vegan challenge, to everyone that's doing it, which is a lot of people, it can be expensive at first. But trust me, your health is even more valuable than your stingy attitude. So put the money up, invest. Like, I've spent so much money in Whole Foods. I'm just like, it's like a whole paycheck right now. What's the sixth thing you should give up to be happy? What's helped me along my journey is this need to constantly impress other people. Now, when I make these videos, I've been making videos inspiring millions for a long time. And the only reason I can keep going is because I've got to please myself first. It's not about people pleasing. It's about doing what comes naturally to you. That's how to be happier. Don't please your friend, because most people simply don't care. They'll say, oh, you should do it like, they don't care. You've got to live with yourself. You've got to face yourself in the mirror. And if you aren't comfortable, if you aren't happy in your own skin, even if you are impressing other people and they like it, you won't like it. You won't love it. So you failed yourself while you have praised other people. Slow motion this side. Many times people have a low self-esteem. Their anxiety levels soar through the roof because they are trying to impress people. I've just been myself, yet this channel has over 1 million YouTube subscribers. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to put on an act. You can just be your authentic self, and that will make you so much happier because it's a lot easier that way. I've seen it along my journey. It just saves a lot of hassle. Impress yourself first. And if other people are impressed, well, that's the byproduct. What's the seventh thing you should give up to be happy? Now, I can only talk for myself. What's helped me along my journey is being in resistance to change. Like, I've made so many changes throughout my life up until this point, and sometimes it's hard. But I realize that change is the only constant in the universe. Like, I've got a studio worth thousands, but I'm always in nature recording, because when I'm in nature recording, sometimes leaves just fly everywhere. It's always, the environment is constantly changing. That's what makes it so dynamic, so refreshing, and so amazing. Okay, so I've realized this, that I become happier when I travel to a new country I've never been to before, when I'm challenging myself to go to the next level, when I'm not just doing the same routine, I'm saying, okay, let me do it this way instead of that way. I'm always pushing the boundaries. Sometimes I know what it's like. We don't want to leave our comfort zone. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. Just extend your comfort zone. Slow motion this side. Don't leave your comfort zone. Stay there. You got a beautiful room. Just extend your comfort zone. And that has made me so much happier. What is the 8th thing you should give up to be happy? What's helped me along my journey is fear. Now, fear is something which all of us have. We've got different kinds of fears. What is one of my fears? Sometimes growing up, I used to have a fear of my greatness. Okay, sometimes I used to play it small. Then I realized that we didn't come here to play it small. We didn't come here to hide our light. We came here to be these limitless beings, these multi-dimensional beings having a human experience. So I'm here to tell you, if you are someone who is allowing fear to dominate your life, that is stealing your happiness. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Fear gives you 2 options. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. And I've seen along my journey, I'm facing it. If I'm scared to do something, I've got to do it, because what you are most afraid of will be the catalyst to your greatest evolution. Do it. Face fear in the eyes and watch how happy you become. Even when I'm skating, I'm like, I'm scared to do this. When I'm skating, I'm like, I'm so scared to do this trick. And once I do it, I fall on my ass, but then I'm like, I'm not so scared again. Let me try it again. And then I actually land it, okay? What's the 9th thing you should give up to be happy? What's helped me along my journey is this: excuses. You see, excuses give rise to procrastination. A lot of us have excuses for not doing something, for not going for our dreams. And some of our excuses are this, right? Oh, Ralph, I can't do it because my family doesn't approve. I can't do it because my partner doesn't think it's cool to do it, Ralph. I can't do it because I'm this skin color, Ralph. I can't. So many excuses. Like, I have no excuses right now because I'm realizing excuses are a pile of crap. They won't get you anywhere, but more so they will steal your happiness because they put you into a victim mentality. Anybody can get it. Anybody can become their greatest version. Anybody can inspire millions of people. Anybody can live the life they've always dreamed about. There are no excuses. Stop having all of these excuses, because I've realized this, that if you really want to be happy, realize the only thing in your way is you. Can I move out of my own way, please? Okay, that's better. I'm out of my own way now. I can start creating. I can start inspiring people. We hold ourselves back through limiting beliefs. That's what takes away from our happiness. We get our happiness back when we realize, oh, I get it. I was my biggest obstacle all along. I was my biggest obstacle all along. And that's how we really free ourselves to go to the next level. So what is the 10th thing you should give up to be happy? What's helped me along my journey is this. If you really want to be happy, you got to stop letting other people's expectations run your life. You got to stop fitting into other people's expectations, because they want to mold you. Family, friends, society wants to turn you into something like, what the hell am I right now? And I had it in a massive way growing up. I had a lot of pressure. And sometimes I admit I got to take responsibility for it, because I fed into it. I fed into the fear. I said a long time ago, let love guide you, not fear. That's how to become your greatest version. So I realized I got to stop fitting into the norm. You see, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, living in absolute supreme abundance every single day, if I had followed the crowd. The problem is when you follow the crowd, you only go as far as the crowd. However, when you follow yourself, you now leave an impressive trail of your beautiful footprints. And my, oh my, your footprints are so beautiful, baby. Let me take a selfie of that, right? So that's how to go to the next level. That's how to become happier. When you're like, actually, I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. Because look what happened to them. Look at their faces, right? I want to start doing what I want to do. And that's the secret to becoming your greatest version. Letting go of whatever no longer serves you. And then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? We are out here in nature, baby. Much love to you, beautiful deep divers. Let's just... woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You.